Hey people, what's up? Welcome. I'm getting situated here. We're gonna get into this live stream because it's been a week and nearly 12 hours since Mira and I went on a live stream and said what we had to say when we realized and had the proper evidence that Timberly was most likely scamming, especially with the two birthdays, um talking about a lot of things, a lot of inconsistencies. I can't believe that's actually only been a week ago, but it is. It's just been a week. It was just last week Sunday we did it, and immediately we had a Jessica Messica doing a live stream about what Timberly is saying on the 24th of July 2023. Now this is just stupid and idiotic that you're gonna bolster and back somebody that has been continually explored, not only by myself, not only by Mary, not only by Chef, but then Edna was on Jan's Views and talked about it as well. We also had Bun Bun. We had so much people coming out saying, hey, something's up with Timberly. Even today, on my first live stream of the day, people were telling me, hey, somebody sent me a message. Hey, Timberly's asking me for 50 USD and that she'll repay it back. Now, let me look at this. Let me look at the message. They had sent me, two people sent me messages. So this means that she's actually asking multiple people. Okay, she says she can pay back on Monday, which, of course, would be Monday will be the 31st. So Hmm. Or does she mean like next week Monday, as in the 7th? Kind of make sense. Wouldn't it be the Tuesday? Anyways, overall, we all know like you can't just really trust that, to be honest with you. All right. You know what? Let's get into what. We're not gonna go over the whole thing. Just made a 3.5 hour stream. I'll just go over what Timberly was saying because she was just spewing out absolute garbage, stuttering, doing all sorts of stuff in her Discord, trying to make it seem as if everything was, orchestrated by me. The two birthdays orchestrated by Monty in control of the entire channel. This is some extreme bullshit and a lie that has been, put around on me. Why? Because of one Purple Glitter. Purple Glitter started it, but you know what? Purple Glitter is a person that cannot be trusted, and Purple Glitter has found herself in a legal situation because she has continually messaged me for 10 months straight. Not only messaged me, but called me, but left voice messages. And for 10 months, I've gathered all this evidence and I have submitted it to the authorities. So there is legal action being placed against Purple Glitter because you can't just do illegal shit online and think, hey, it's just part of girl world. I'm just going to lie about somebody and harass them offline and don't think you can just get legal consequences. Well, there is going to be legal consequences, and the Webb City Police Department in Missouri is going to dole out those consequences really soon. Welcome, everybody. We got Cirilli, Gal Charlotte, we got Lynn Smith, we got Jay Harrod, we got Sam R. Lindsay, what's up? How you doing? Cirilli, Bleeze Quit, Val Hader, and Observant. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. All right, well, let me share my screen. Did you miss a lot? No, we just got started her world. I was just giving a bit of background knowledge because um, talking about separating girl world from actual stuff. Like you can't do illegal things and expect to get away with it. The law is still present and active. You can't just harass somebody for 10 months. You can't just do whatever you feel like doing because you feel it's on the internet and then call and message somebody repeatedly and don't think that that's not going to get you in trouble. It is. You'd be surprised, Sam. You'd actually be surprised because I think they are going to do something. If you get about 10 to 12,000 messages and you can show 10 to 12,000 messages, and you can show hundreds, if not thousands, of calls, and you can show multiple voice messages, they're definitely going to be doing something. All right, let me share my screen. We're going to get into the stupidity that is Jessica Messica, and let's get started.
Is just Timber saying, I've had a hard life. She's saying, I didn't ask Monty for money. I didn't ask Frida for money, but he says I guilted them. But that's probably cap.
All right, so Timberly's like, I didn't ask Monty for money. I didn't ask Farida for money, but he says I guilty them. Well, that is true. She did. That's her MO.
I don't think I. We'll get into the Frida tea. Can I zoom in? Let's see how much I can zoom in. So this is Timber saying, like, if she spills the tea, she can get him demonetized. But it's gonna come down to her
Right.
word or his word.
Okay.
I have no proof, just my word would change shit, especially now. I could get him demonetized, but that would be all. No other retribution. It's my word or his. And from the sound of it, he has made receipts, and it looks damning. She's
Yeah.
saying, no, I have a Discord account, but I do not have my own Discord. I'm in Bali's Discord, and I'm in my friend's small Discord.
All right, so she shows these messages and backs up Timberly on all the bullshit. And by now, I'm sure you should be aware that this is all just stupidity and lies and just everything in between from a person that seems to not have the ability to fend for herself and wants other people to pay her way. Like, why would you ask at least two people? Now, I know for sure there's multiple people, but she's asking at least two people that I know of for money today, July 30th, for $50, and that she's going to pay them back. Now, I can understand if you ask one person, if Timberly just asks one person, be like, hey, can I borrow $50 from you? I don't have any groceries. I'll pay you back on Monday. But if two people are telling me you sent the same message to them, that means you're asking everybody, and you damn well ain't paying back everybody $50 that you get from them. So, what does that tell you? What's the likelihood of people actually getting back their money? Where are the locks? The locks are tied up, see?
Hold on, I'm trying to find the right one. It's hard because my screen is so zoomed in.
I have no idea, sweet and sour. Your guess would be as good as mine. All I can say is that it's confirmed. It's the exact same message that people confirmed this morning when I did my first stream,
No, I'm not showing your Discord. I'm saying I'm a member of your Discord, Bali.
that Timberly was asking them for 50 US dollars and saying that she can pay them back in money. So these are all the people that gave her money. And we all knew this was going to happen. Well, I knew this was going to happen. She's going to keep asking the small crew of people that still have a vested interest in her to continually give her money. And once you stop giving her money, she is going to cut you off.
Timber said the first few months I was live, I didn't even run my channel. He did. He had remote access. He bought subs. He ran it. I had no idea how, and he taught me.
Now, why would you believe this? Why does this make any sense to you that I ran her channel? Does this make any sense? This lie has been precipitated throughout Girl World. Why? Where did it come from? Of course, it came from Purple Glitter, the same person that has been continually messaging me ever since last year without a response. Why the hell would you message somebody for 10 months without a response and continue to message and call them? And what her MO is, Purple Glitter's MO, is to do that behind the scenes because you wouldn't know that unless I tell you that's what she's been doing. So she's been trying to seek an answer from me for months and months and months on end, and I'm still not answering her. And then what she does, she runs online and then talks shit about me. So on one hand, the left hand is typing shit about me, and this once again is Purple Glitter. while the right hand is either texting and calling me. It's pure bullshit. So Timberly's saying I had a remote access. How the hell am I running her channel remotely? She has no idea what she's talking about. The only access I had was the same access that Edna had, which was being a manager. And of course, as I showed before, that she would take me off after a few days. So she says I did it for months. I didn't do it for months. It was a few days at a time. Then she would take me off. And sometimes it would be like one day on, one day off, because then she'd put Edna on. Then Edna would be trying to help her out because of her sound card problems and whatnot. She's saying I bought subs. I didn't buy subs. I've showed the screenshot. She's the one who's asking for subs. She's the one who bought the subs. She's the one who ran her channel. She's the one who's begging people for money. She's the one who did it all. But of course, she has to have a scapegoat. And who would be the best scapegoat for her? Me, with no evidence whatsoever, no proof. Just say it's all Monty's fault and people will believe you, right? Seems like that's the case to do. That's the go
Now, I
to.
remember
Blame everybody else.
Timber did a live stream back in the day, and she said that Monty was her manager. And then when I repeated that on the live stream, they both freaked the fuck out and were like, "What are you talking about, content manager? I don't have a content manager." But now look, she's saying Monty had remote access
A content manager is a hell of a lot different than a manager.
into her account and bought her subs.
Yeah, now we know this is lies, this is bullshit.
Correct. When they backpedaled out of that.
And this is why you shouldn't just jump in on something and just believe somebody like that without any receipts. Yeah, it does look stupid believing her with no proof. Like I can understand if you might have some doubts, but to wholly believe somebody without any proof like this, you're putting yourself up in a bad position.
She said, Monty begged me to let him make me a GoFundMe. To make me GoFundMe after GoFundMe, I said no. Right here, it's cut off, but I have it in the other screenshot. Monty begged me to let him make me GoFundMe after GoFundMe, but I always said no. You see that at the top?
Hey Nikki D, what's up? Okay, once again, let's use some common sense here. Why would I say and why would I beg somebody for them to help themselves? You really think I'm gonna beg somebody? I would suggest making a GoFundMe, but begging somebody to have me make them their GoFundMe? Hell no, I'm not making a GoFundMe for you. You make your own GoFundMe. You make your own GoFundMe. You put whatever you want to be on that GoFundMe. As long as you're honest, I don't have a problem with it. But for her to say Monty begged me to let him make me a GoFundMe is utter bullshit. And then to top it off by saying GoFundMe after GoFundMe is also bullshit. It seems maybe she's been knowing about certain things, maybe from the past that have helped other people in terms of GoFundMe's. Maybe that's it. This might be a lot deeper than I think. Yes, really, like who the hell is gonna beg somebody to let them make a GoFundMe for that person? That's stupid. Monty, GoFundMe bank account with various monies, right? Ridiculous.
I don't care too much about none of it. If people leave me, fine. Already, he told me not to use a song he made anymore. Fine, I won't. Anything else?
I think she misread that. She meant already it ain't that, which is a member of this channel, told me not to use the song she made for me anymore because she found out about Timberly. That's why. I should have distanced myself from her a long time ago. Well, you know what? Everybody can fall for something. Like the saying goes, you can fool everybody sometimes, but you can't fool everybody all the time, right? Timberly fooled a lot of people. A lot of people gave her money. A lot of people gave her money and wanted back the money. Some people gave the money because they thought she was really in need. In fact, I even think some people are giving her money as we speak and will continue to give her money until she tells them off, she curses them out, she blocks them, and then all of a sudden the light bulb will go off like, oh crap. So it was true about Timberly. There's some people out there that really do think Timberly is still okay. Hey, what's going on? It ain't that. How you doing?
Gave me something you want back, let me know. I'll work on it.
All right, so if you're not sure what's going on here, these are screenshots that was taken from Timberly's Discord, and I use that loosely.
This one I
Guess
didn't
I should say,
understand.
I guess I should say it's more like Edna's Discord.
He said I used people for 2 birthdays. I didn't. I explained the birthday situation on a live months ago.
Did she really explain the birthday situation? I think this was going back to the lie that she was trying to say that originally she had said that, well, she said many things. One of the things she said is that I orchestrated this as a publicity stunt, the 2 birthdays. It's all my fault. The next other thing she said that it was really her grandmother's birthday and I knew about this and she explained that to people. So that's why she had a birthday in February and she had a birthday in July. But then my screenshot showed that no, I didn't know it was your grandmother's birthday. I had no idea. And the way how she responded that she was getting older and not that she was celebrating for her grandmother. So that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Should I even bring out those receipts? Do I need to bring out the birthday receipts? I guess so. Maybe I should. Even though I guess people can go back, but maybe it's easier if I put this on the screen myself about the whole birthday stuff rather than having people go look for it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I should do that. So where is the birthday stuff? Okay, yeah, I think this is it. So this was it. Oh yes, this is it. So I had asked I had said happy birthday because I didn't know it was her birthday, February the 2nd. Then she said, thanks so much. I don't do anything but get older, but I am so glad to be around you guys today. So she had said no, she was celebrating for her grandmother. Well, that don't make no sense if you're saying this to me. It really doesn't make any sense because she is literally saying I don't do anything but get older. You didn't say that it was for your grandmother. So that was a lie. So let's get back to this.
I wasn't going to tell who I was at all. He suggested I used a birthday stream as a welcome to live streams. She's saying that Monty is the one that told her to make her first stream a birthday stream.
Well, that's a
Basically, she
lie.
said Monty was in control of her account, had remote access, and said, all right, you're going to go live. She said, I didn't even want to say who I was, but Monty said, yeah, say who you are
What's up,
and
Key?
have your first stream be a birthday stream to welcome yourself into the live streams.
Now, why would that? That don't make no
This
sense.
is giving their a team. This is giving grift tag team.
It's only an effective grift tag team there, Jessica Messica, if both parties are getting money. All right, it could be a 50-50 cut, 60-40, 70-30, but it will be a good team if both people are getting money and not just one person. Not just one person trying to put the blame of their bullshit on another person. That is not okay. Diane Woods, what's up?
Sorry, it's so hard to see the shit when it's this zoomed in. Like I can't tell my
Well,
controls properly.
you could have
All right,
done it
let's see.
one by one. Jessica needs to hook up with Gigi. Isn't
Oh,
she
this is
already?
about the thing.
She's already hooked up with Gigi. Daisy and me.
This is about the GoFundMe's.
Facts are really.
I'm good. How are you? I got a headache. She said, I heard that there was a stream, but I'm not watching it. She said it was a Mary stream basically. Like Mary made a stream on Monty's channel. It was a Mary stream basically, but it's whatever. Yeah, they could say whatever. I asked for nothing. I used no one. Monty begged me to let him make me a GoFundMe after GoFundMe, and I said no. And then
So through her world. So her world is saying she only did this because she wanted to try and drug Monty, of course. She's been talking bad on Timber since and trying to dox her, really. Man, some people just have all the time in the world to do this sort of stuff.
and she said, I always told him I don't owe him anything because he was too demanding of me. I never
And
forced nor asked anyone to loan me a thing.
now that don't make no sense. Yes, he was always told him I didn't want to owe him a thing because he was too demanding. Demanding of what? What am I demanding of? I don't get that. Is she trying to say that I was forcing her to go on MED? Like, doesn't she know I have the evidence? I have the receipts of her, of me asking, hey, you want to be on MAD? And she would either say yes or no. That is not demanding. That's me asking you if you want to be on there. And it's okay if you don't want to be on there. Sometimes I would never get an answer, just do it by myself. Like, how is that demanding somebody? You see, this type of narrative is really disgusting because she's trying to paint me a certain way where I am just this overbearing and demanding person that wants your total attention and devotion and everything else, and I'm just an overall bad guy. And that is just not the case.
At least we know he's demanding.
Okay, yes, let's take Timberly's word for it that I'm demanding. You know what? Let me send Timberly that $50, as she says, to everybody that she sent that request to. She can pay back Monday. I trust her, right? You think she's gonna pay me back? Let's just take her for her word. She says, "You give me 50 US dollars, I'm gonna pay you back Monday." Yeah, let me just do that right now. Let me log into my PayPal and send that off. Exactly, Jack T. Have you heard if Timber has been online using another profile since this came out? She's been active online, yes. In fact, she did the whole rest in peace to Sinead O'Connor, and she's been active on her Cryptic Cabaret channel. The last time she was on there was 4 days ago. So if I gotta put that up on the screen, give me a second. I'm gonna do that right now. Cryptic Cabaret has been active. As you can see, this is one of her channels that she does stuff on. And she did RIP to Sinead O'Connor, July 26, 2023. Community tab, she added herself, her own self, Timberly, 2 weeks ago. That channel is now done and gone. 8 days ago, posted about simple living Alaska and made 2 videos. So these are haven't been getting much views, but sometimes she kind of gets a breakout like this one from 2 weeks ago, Shadows of the Bayou, 2.5K views. But other than that, just a couple views. What is building up? Once she's at 471 subs. Does Timberly have a job? No, she does not. She does not. So, if you haven't heard, Chef really explained this like she is living in the cheapest place that she could in Tulsa right now. So, there wasn't any need to move because she's already at the cheapest place and it's not like she's working. So, if she doesn't have any income and is geared to income, then you're not going to be paying any rent and you just get money for your utilities. So for her to tell you she's moving and she's being on a rent has seems to be complete bullshit.
Hold on, I'm looking for a specific screenshot.
I have a question. How does Timber get Cash App's PayPal if she claims she doesn't have a bank account? There's a workaround for that. So she told me she doesn't have a bank account, and I don't believe that. What she does is she'll use like services and apps like Cash App. She'll send it to like a card. Like you can send it to your Cash App, you can send it to your Chime. You can do a ton of workarounds when you don't want funds being put in your bank account because the government, the feds are watching your bank account. So just put the money elsewhere and spend it off. That's what Timberly's doing. Exactly. Sarah Lee says you don't need a bank account for Cash App. That's why she has Cash App. And then for PayPal, you can send it to a card. Right, Lynn? She preyed on your good demeanor and behavior, getting people worried about the whole
I'm looking for a screenshot because
hurricane
Timberly
thing,
says that
storm
Monty
thing.
buys himself subs and he bought her subs.
What if the food stamps office finds out she's been getting side money and not reporting it as income? Then she's shit out of luck, is what's gonna happen. It is sweet and sour. It is the definition of fraud.
Oh,
But
hold on. This
people
is her saying,
people do it all the time though.
when I started the live chats, I loved my people. I told them who I was. This is months ago. We used a birthday as my first live. Monty's suggestion. And no, I did not get a ton, as he would say. All I got was from Sean Nova. Sean Nova turned the chat green.
Okay, I can tell you for sure that that is a lie. She got hundreds of dollars that first stream. Sean Over did turn the chat green. He did dole out a shit ton of memberships to her channel, like a lot of people. Everybody in there went green. But she also didn't get super chats and super stickers. So that is a lie. A bulb lit up in her head when she saw that for her birthday she could get hundreds of dollars in a couple hours. I forgot how long the stream was. I do have it. I guess I could play it. I do have it, but I guess I'm gonna have to go through my library. But she got hundreds of dollars. I was a manager for a YouTube channel, so I did see that before she booted me out. And she got money, and it clicked in her head. It was an hour and 16 minutes was the live stream. It clicked in her head that hey, I can make money online easy by just telling people something's happening all the time, and people buy it. Chuiniki, she uses cards. She puts all the money she gets on these cards through PayPal and through Cash App,
Here we go.
and then spends it off. I also showed her list, her Amazon wish list, which is all she added on the 23rd, is all like
It's
tapestry
cut off
sets.
right here. I have to find the one before. I was like screenshotting really fast, but it said, she said, I literally have the convo. This is the receipt I want. She says, I literally have the convo of Monty asking me if he could buy me some subs and also telling me that he buys them.
All right, so she says she has the combo. She doesn't have the combo because I showed the combo and it was her asking me that she wants to buy subs because she wanted subs. It doesn't matter if she was saying that she doesn't want subs, she always wanted the subs. So let's take a look at this. So, as I said, this is the convo right here. She started talking about DLF. And then on January 30th, she's like, I decided to go to get subs soon as I get some cash to do it with. I was like, okay, cool. Then she retorted, at least to get me over 1K, I'm almost at 700. So she was definitely about the subs. Don't let her fool you. She's gonna say she's not about the sub. She's about the sub. She wanted to get monetized and she wanted to get her money.
That's Timber's little icon. You see the cat? And she said, I knew nothing about it. And he made him tell me. And he told me to go to Squirk. I don't know if this is where you buy them. You see this? He buys subs and he paid for them with his card.
Oh yes, you remember that, Fish. When she came in as Penny Lane, she was trying to get subs and doing a cash giveaway drive. So since day one, she wanted subs and monetization. She did. Wasn't it Christmas? She was giving away like a $50 card or something like that. I remember that one looking through the history that she was doing a giveaway and somebody won. I can't remember what it was, but I believe it was like a $50. I was like, are you sure you're able to give that away? Because that is quite a substantial amount of money, $50, if you know you're not working and whatnot.
And she said, I will let YouTube know and they can demonetize him also. So is that why Timber got demonetized? Did she get demonetized because
I'm not even sure if Timberly even got demonetized, to be honest with you. That is still up in the air. I'm not sure if it was for real. It seems legitimate because YouTube does do that. If you play somebody's stuff and then you don't talk through what you're playing and then you talk after. I've seen it happen sometimes, but other times I've seen people do it and they get away with it. It's literally random how YouTube will dole out punishment for rules that other people are breaking. So you'll get the punishment, but other channels don't. Lindsay confirms it was $50. Okay, there you go. And someone did win. All right, great. So for the whole monetization thing, it's really up in the air for me. I have no idea if she really did. It's possible. Or maybe it was just like another play to get sympathy and for people to send her some money. Maybe buy her some groceries, maybe buy her some weed. Still can't believe she said she got free weed. Where the hell are you getting free weed in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Where? Like, shit, they don't even get free weed here. You gotta buy free weed. Shit, the weed that you even get in Ontario or Quebec is shitty weed for an outrageous price. But she's
she
getting it
got
for free?
reported for fake accounts? But she's saying if she reports it to YouTube, he can also get demonetized. So I'm curious how many fake subs Monty has.
Nikki, I have no idea if she's doing that. Sweet and Sour says, if you don't have a job, you shouldn't be having a weed habit.
Here's it without it cut off. Here you go. I literally have you see it? Here's it not cut off. I'll zoom in case anybody needs to see that.
So true, horror world. That is true.
I literally have the convo of Monty asking me if he could buy me subs and tell me, Timber, drop that T. Timber, we want this T. Press 1 if you want Timber to drop the screenshots.
Yeah, I did notice that Bali's chats and as you said, her Discord is now overrun with Jessica Messica and the crew.
Of Monty buying subs. I do.
Exactly, most toes. Well, at least when it comes to me, right? Because I'm gonna do a series. I'm not really sure what this series is gonna be called, but I need to do a series on this whole Jessica Messica thing because I really gotta look into the cats. I also gotta show that she's showing a lot of stuff that just isn't true about me, and it's just frustrating and exasperating that people are doing this. And I'm sure everybody has come to know understand there's a lot of trolls in Goro now, a lot more than they were before. Like the trolls before were funny and they were focused on Foodie Beauty and the other girls, but now the trolls are focused on just spreading chaos and mischief and breaking down what is Gore World as a whole. Like, you've seen the trolls come out in tons of people's chats over and over and over again. We've seen the trolls in SJam's chat, and they're now in Bali's chat. Before, they were in Roman El Roman's chat. They were in Nas chat. They get kicked out and then they go somewhere else.
And she said this. She said, I'm not letting Monty run me off, but then she deleted everything.
Ah, good for you, Aunt Amy. Get a discount on 420. But yeah, I've
And
never
this is her just saying that
heard of like getting free weed. It's like the most absurd thing to even say is that you get free weed. Like, how? How do are people seriously gonna really truly believe you? Free weed?
and this is her just saying that she's not a beggar. Monty could say whatever she wants. She said the stream about her got more views than any other stream has been doing lately. The one is for we want Timber to drop the T.
True, Daisy and me. I'd actually rather just, do what we're doing years ago, which is just focus on foodie beauty and make, good reacts. You don't gotta be mean, you don't gotta be rude, but you should be real. Like real reacts where you're being real, where you call out foodies bullshit, but it seems it's now reactor versus reactor, and it's like audience member versus reactor, reactor versus audience members. It's all types of shit is going down. And tons of lying
I'm
on
gonna try
top
to
of
ping
that.
other people. She said, I'm cooking. I'm almost done. I have a massive headache. Yeah, I don't know who is who or what anymore. I do know I did not borrow money from Monty or Farida. I did not borrow money from Monty or Farida. I also know I'm not a racist. I also know I do have bad luck, but that don't make me a beggar or trash.
Bad luck every 2 to 3 weeks is highly suspicious. Can I use that suspicious? Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks every time you're having bad luck is highly suspicious, really. And then to top it off, you're saying that you didn't borrow money from Farida, really? Okay, fine. She didn't borrow money from me. I guess my money is lost. But to say it you didn't do it from Farida, that's just a lie. And Amped Amy saying, what gets me is the level they go to. Yeah, there's some mean, nasty troll stuff that happens, right? Like to set people up on fake dates, to make them spend money, to make them believe they're speaking to somebody who is not the person they're speaking to. That is a whole nother level of trolling that I really don't like because it's harmful and it can get people into trouble. It can be mentally damaging, spiritually damaging. People can get physically hurt. Like that type of stuff is not good, but it's happening. Like Rocky Go Abouts has called it out. I've seen it happen. Like the whole Enchanted Rose now. What is her called again? Dark Rose or Dark Roses? This is happening, people, on the YouTubes, and one of the people who's been calling out is Rocky Go Abouts. Aunt Amy knows about it. It's happening, and it's gonna keep happening until collectively, like, we do something about it. Yeah, look up Schadenfreude. Hopefully, I said that right. I always have a problem saying that. And Dark Triad, it is a thin line. It is, and they are dangerous. You're right.
So I don't care. I don't know what else to do really. I don't keep receipts. I don't care what people say for the most part. So I have no need, and he knows that. So it is what it is. If I am a beggar, then so be it. What was the agreement, Veronica, with the money? Was Monty supposed to Veronica, did you hear anything about how Monty was supposed to pay Frida back? Did you hear anything about that? Frida has the Cash App transaction.
True, Aunt Amy. Yeah, it's like, did we forget about what happened to Little Mama? Little Mama ain't that long ago. It's only been a couple months, but it seems people move on from that. But I'm gonna always remember, I don't want to do that to somebody. Like, I'm not on here to give people a hard time, give them a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, or have them do something themselves. That is not me. 100% not me. Yeah, and the level they take it to is really, really bad. And it's scary. And there's people who consistently spread rumors and
I think I
lies
read this. Some of these are redundant.
about
They
multiple
were just
people.
clearer because some are clearer than other ones. Then I wanted to read this. I haven't read this in full yet, but this is just.
Oh, wait a second. Isn't this the whole storm thing that happened June, around like June 17th, 18th? Yes, as Rocky says, just Google Dark Triad. But here is, I guess she has the shots. What? How does she have these? I guess she was watching Timberly that hard because I don't even have these screenshots. But yeah, this is I think the time. Yeah. Where Timberly said that there was a storm and that stuff was happening, and she was writing in her community tab over and over and over several times a day.
When Timber has been called out as a grifter in the past, this has been her response to people. All right, so I'll read this aloud. I just wanted to say that I know what I need to do in this situation. My therapist's number is disconnected. It is due to the storm, and I'm sure there's no power most anywhere in this town. I've been on the phone with Red Cross I can only do so much. I don't have cash. It's the end of the month. I have not been paid from YouTube. I don't need to be preached to. I know what I need to do. I'm not sitting here doing nothing. I'm sitting here about damn dying is what I'm doing. It has nothing to do with giving up. I'm fucking sick. I've been sick and it's hot as fuck. My kid and cat are hot as fuck, okay? I don't need to be preached to. I don't need to be told what I need to be doing because I know I've been on the phone. I have a very short ability to be on the phone on hold for hours because my phone then goes dead and I have no way to charge it except for once a day when blank goes across town to do it. I have no cab money, so we're not eating, and we've lost all of our food. We have no stove. I'm doing all I can. I don't need to be ridiculed by someone or anyone, but especially someone that's across the effing country, across the ocean, has no effing clue. So please miss me. I don't have time. James, you could just block me because I'm not going to butt heads with you. You about this, you don't tell me what I'm doing. You're not here.
Well, damn. Okay, so that was one of them. I remember that. Celebrity Juicer says narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy.
Excuse me. I'm sorry if I'm coughing right into the mic. Someone has been asking people I am close to for my address, and no one really has it. But if you want to send something, my Amazon list is in video description, and you could add things to it yourself, and it will send it to me. It's hot AF, guys, but cooling since it's now getting dark. My phone is near dead again, so this is it for a bit. Pray the power comes tonight or tomorrow. It is hot. I will never talk about foodie being hot in Kuwait ever again.
I remember that one as well.
So anyway, the point of my let me recap the tea. So I'm sorry, but this is what I would like. I would like Timber. This is my request. I'm not demanding it of Timber. This is my request, and let me know if I miss anything. Number one, I would love for Timber to describe how her and Monty started interacting with each other, when they started interacting behind the scenes. I want to know how involved he's been with her GoFundMe's, if Monty gets cuts from his GoFundMe's,
Fox
if she
Celebrity.
believes Monty is a scammer. I want to know if she knows anything about the relationships Monty's had. I would love her to spill the tea on Mary, because Mary, she said that Mary and Monty have a thing. I have a screenshot of that, but I can't find it.
Seriously, Mary and that whole narrative is so old. Mary is married, okay? We do not have a thing. She is a very good person that is helpful and she mods for me, and that is it. Timberly doesn't have any tea. I don't talk to Timberly about anything except for either having to do with my channel, like going on Monty After Dark, her channel if she needs any input or help with anything, and that's about it. That's it. There isn't anything for her to say about me or my channel. Other than that, if she
I'll
has
try to
something
drop
to
that anyway. But
say,
she said that they have a thing. I would love that tea.
if she has anything to say, then of course it would be lies, and it's something
I
I
would like her to
expected.
try to prove the thing with Farida financially. I really want her to talk more. This is what I really want to know to help other women in the future or people that interact with him in the future is I want to know more about when Monty had remote access into your computer. Because
OMG, I'm never gonna get away from that, am I? Ever since Purple Glitter says that bullshit that I'm hacking her computer like I'm some sort of like 0 day coder, I'm not a 0 day coder. If you don't know what 0 day coding means, it means that it's like how do I put it? It's a technique that allows you to build well applications, but it's a type of coding where it's low level coding, not as in low level as in it's simple, but it's the type of coding where you're in an environment or atmosphere where the computer hasn't fully booted up yet. So you need to know how to input commands to a basic system, which with low level coding or zero coding, what you're doing is actually very difficult. So it's called 0 day coding. Actually, is what I should say. So if you want to know 0 day coding, Google it. But it's a broad term that describes recently discovered security vulnerabilities that hackers can use to attack systems. So basically, if you know how to code 0 day level, you're good and you're probably going to get paid at least six figures a year. I am not a coder in that sense. I don't know 0 day coding. I'm not hacking her computer. I don't have full access. I haven't put bugs on her computer. It's bullshit. But of course, the narrative is still going to run that way, right?
I remember Purple Glitter was saying the same thing. A lot of women have said the same thing that he likes to do this.
Exactly.
And
Like
I
a
remember
bully.
when Purple Glitter started making videos about Monty again, she said her computer was effed with. And I really thought Purple Glitter was just crazy, but I'm like, damn, he really do be getting remote access into people's computer. Why? Anyway,
But that is so dumb. It's like if I really knew 0 day coding, do you think I'd be on here giving giving reactions to Foodie Beauty? Like, think about that, people. Seriously, step back and think about that. Why, if I knew how to hack, if I knew about vulnerabilities of your devices in terms of security vulnerabilities, do you really think I'd be giving reactions right now? I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I'd be making
yep.
guys that know how to do 0 day coding are making up an entry into that, depending on the company you work for, of course. If you're really good, an entry level, you can make $250,000 a year. Like if you're in charge of an entire team, you can make hundreds of thousands to $1 million a year with this stuff. I would not be on YouTube giving reactions to Foodie Beauty.
I want to know why he said he needed remote access, what he did, how he coached you on your channel. I want to know if he charged you for any services or did he make it seem like him setting up his channel for you is the reason why you needed to panel all the time? Do you and him have some type of arrangement with the paneling? Does he pay people? Are there agreements or arrangements for it? I would love to know that type of tea. I would love to know more about buying subscribers. You said Monty buys subscribers himself. Approximately how many subscribers? How often has he been doing this? Has
Observant says all Messica has is a handful of trolls and suck accounts that follow her BS. Yeah, she has a few groups of people with multiple suck accounts that they change over their accounts rapidly within chats to talk all types of shit. Like people like Barney, Ariel G, etc., etc., etc. I think Bebe as well is doing that sort of stuff. But you're right, observant, very observant of you.
Has he done this for other people, other creators? Um, I just want to know, let us know, Timber, what people in the community should look out for, because it seems like he does certain things for people and offers them favors in exchange for helping them financially. But then if you ever turn on him, it seems like he basically blackmails you and then drags you through the mud and then spills anything he can on you.
That don't make no sense. Am I some sort of sugar daddy? I'm just doling out the money. But like, hey, I'll help you financially. Let me give you some money. Here, give everybody getting money. Am I Oprah? But like, you get some money. You get some money. You get some money. Everybody, look underneath your chair.
And if you happen to have had a romantic or sexual relationship with him, it seems like he'll do that right back to you. Like whatever he has on you, he will let it out up to the point of sexual things. Like even that.
What? That don't make no
You
sense,
know what
and
I'm
that's a
saying? There's no
lie.
bounds. Whatever he has is fair game.
True, right?
Um,
I don't. You know what? I've come to understand in life that sometimes you can help people the most, but then they make you their worst enemy. And I truly mean that. I've seen people where people have gotten into trouble. They've, had a mental health crisis. And there's always that one person that, hey, their car breaks down, the person will pay for their car. Maybe they'll borrow money from them and pay them back later. Okay, sure. Or if they're in a mental health crisis, that person is there to talk to them, to, be in the ambulance with them, to visit them at the hospital. But then that person that has been helped so many times will, for some reason, make the person who has been the most helpful to them their worst enemy. I've seen that way too many times, and it used to be puzzling to me, but now I have an understanding that that's just how some people are. You can help them the most, but yet they'll look at you as if you weren't the person to help them and you're the worst person ever. I've seen that way too many times, and now I'm just too tired and I ain't got time for that.
it's just fascinating. I want to know more, Timber. I think Timber is has some of the best information to offer us because I don't think he ever expected her to flip.
To flip, or maybe she was a grifter and I decided that I don't want somebody who's gonna actively steal money from people around me. Rocky, you've been very helpful to S Jam in a way that he just doesn't understand. You've been so helpful. You've warned him. You've told him so many times about certain things and people around him, but yet he's one of the people I just described. He will look at you as if you're the worst person ever, Rocky, when you are a person online that has repeatedly tried to help him. And I've just had the understanding as I grow older and older that some people are just like that. No matter what you do, no matter how much you help them, they'll always look at you as if you are the worst person ever. And they'll turn to somebody who has never helped them whatsoever, who's in fact might even be hindering them in their life and make them out to be a good person when they're really not.
So I bet she knows a lot, in my opinion.
Is Messica living with her mom and acting wild? Well, yeah, I would think a priority would be getting a job, getting out of your mom's house, figuring out what the hell happened to that black fat cat with a white stripe. Because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened to Squishy, and why did she just get a Siamese when her cat is up the street with who? Who did she say her first cat was with? Because her mom didn't want the cat around. Something happened with the cat when she had to go to rehab. You guys remember that story? I made a video about that. I still need to look at what her response is.
Timber is. I don't think that there's sexual stuff with Timber. But I think there might be financial stuff.
Financial, okay.
Good questions about who believe Timber. That's for people to decide. So if you don't want to believe Timber, if she says it, you don't have to. I'm not going to say everything Timber says is true or false, but I would love to have her present it to us. I would love to have Timber present that to us and offer any receipts possible to to explain that.
I don't think Timber will ever panel up Stella. I think Timber is gone. Like she said, that she could literally be somebody else by tomorrow. And I think she actually banks on that. I think that's one of her go to things. Who knows how long Timber has actually been around and, has been doing this in other communities. There are so many communities on YouTube. There are millions upon millions of users. I can even Google how many users are on YouTube. How many communities are there on YouTube? She can go to any other community and start this over again. Harwell says her mom's ex's boss's brother. Okay, so that's where the first cat is at. Gotcha. Yeah, she did say it hurts too much to go and see him, but walks the streets with the Siamese cat in a stroller like it's her child. Exactly, like go get your cat. Like she's no different from Foodie Beauty because she's literally done the same thing. She abandoned her cat with somebody else. What did Foodie Beauty do to Sam? Abandoned her cat with somebody else. What could Foodie Beauty have done? Go and pick up her cat and bring the cat back to Kuwait. Some people might be against that. I get it because of how neglectful she is. But literally, Jessica Messica has and is doing the exact same thing that Foodie Beauty is doing. Whatever happened to Squishy? Why did Squishy all of a sudden disappear? And then now we have this Siamese cat. Think about that, people. She's just like Foodie Beauty, but people aren't putting their eyes towards Jessica Messica.
Hi. She said she has nothing to lose. Again, if you're not monetized, pop back up with a different name. Tell the few people that you're close with your new channel and let them come in your chat and just start over. But I guess her voice is noticeable. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, so Evelyn says the black and white cat was being fostered and then she owners wanted it back. Is that actually true? Did Jessica Messica ever say that that black cat with the white stripe, like with the nose and mouth area, did she literally say that was a fostered cat? I don't like Jessica Messica because she confessed on the live stream she would mess around with her former employees. That's trashy and low, if you ask me. Wasn't she banging like half the arcade that she worked at as like um a supervisory role? Her world, you remember that, right? Wasn't it the arcade? It was like she banged half the employees there. Yeah, you're not supposed to be doing that. I mean, that's not good. Really not good. But she's done it and she's gloated about it. She showed the cat? Okay. I'm gonna have to check out that stream where she.
All right, let's watch the Farida T. Just
Whoa, casino. Ho. Ho. Do you know how much people are at the casino? It's just Jess, okay? Wasn't it at the arcade and not the casino? I do have that receipt. I'm gonna have to look it up because I had it. I remember I put it for a stream that she said this. It was a stream where I had like Miami Vice on when I put it up and she glossed over it. She didn't want to show it where she had said, "Was it the casino? Are you serious?" Well, damn. Okay.
because I'm curious because this keeps getting brought up.
All right. Take care, observers.
I just
Have a
want
good
to hear
one.
it, and then I'll probably close out the stream after that so we could all get to bed. Alrighty. Thank you everybody for watching. If you like the stream, hit the like button. Thank you so much.
Wow. Okay. Herwell says, yeah, she banged all her employees when she was supervisor at the arcade. Lindsay is confirming it was the arcade. She gave out sexual favors. So she had to quit and go back to the casino. And whatever happened to that casino job? She said that She left because of mental health stuff, right? I mean, it's a pretty good job. Maybe it should have benefits. It's a casino after all. It's not like they're not making money. Shit, they make a shit ton of money. In fact, casinos pull in millions at least, depending on the size, a day. Like, how much does Foxwoods Casino make per day? All right, let's check Foxwoods. Really? All right. It says that Foxwoods Casino resort normally makes close to $7.6 million in revenue a month. Is that before or after? I think that should be after paying everybody, because that don't make no sense. Foxwoods Resort is one of the biggest casinos in the world. I believe it's the biggest um, in like West Coast America. But she wasn't at Foxwoods. She was actually at the Uncasville one, which is Mohegan's son. Probably lost the casino job when she got the DUI and lost her car. And that actually makes a lot of sense. And maybe that's why she was behind on the payments for her place, because she got the DUI, and at a casino, it's going to be pinged, right? It's going to show up. All right, so I know like Windstar World Casino and Resort in Thackerville, Oklahoma is the biggest, but I could swear it's Foxwoods is the second or the third. Okay, I got it now. So Windstar World Casino, Thackerville, Oklahoma has floor space of 400,000 square feet. Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut, 364. Foxwoods is 340. So Mohegan Sun and Foxwood are literally next to each other. It takes a few minutes to drive to each one. I know because I've actually literally done it. I was at Foxwoods at like 7 something, and I decided to go to Mohegan Sun, and I drove for like 15 minutes or so. And then boom, I was at Mohegan Sun, and then I went there, hung out. I got like a card, and they gave me a couple bucks, and then I played for a while, got some food, and then I left. She admits to all the ho and yes. All right, let's continue. But yeah, casino job is a really good job. Like you're gonna get benefits for sure. So yeah, I think you're right, Herwold. I think she probably lost the casino job when she got the DUI, and they were like, "Yeah, maybe you can't work here anymore." Because I've actually seen that done to somebody, not at a casino, but at a hospital. This one person I knew got into some trouble with the law, and they were doing their checks at the hospital, and they were like, "Yeah, you got into some trouble. You can't work here anymore, but you can come back once you get a once you get it cleared off your record, or if you get found not guilty." I was like, oh, they do it like that, but then that does make sense, right? As Lindsay says, very good benefits at the casino. Yes, exactly. DUIs are tough to recover from. Yeah, they can be. Did you say anything to Timber about her responsibilities before paying her rent? What do you mean? I did tell her that I couldn't help her anymore, and yeah, she needs to uh, make her channel work for her, because she said all she needed was like about $300 a month, because that's what she was short on. So her channel, if she streamed during the morning time and evening time, that would give her that money. And she was streaming morning time and evening time. Like a lot of us were seeing her 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning, and then see her again in the evening, and then all of a sudden that kind of stopped. I mean,
Also,
what can
let
I
me just
say?
also state this is me sharing this. This is not a drag for Rita, drag Skinny Queen, drag BBW Veronica. I'm not trying to drag nobody. I just want to hear this again because now it has more context. All right.
Funny, thought she did good videos. We start talking behind the scenes, and there was, I'm just going to cut to the what happened so it doesn't, already long here.
All right. I think we've looked at this one ad nauseum. I mean, you've heard the Farida thing back in April. Farida came on and she said the same thing again. It's it's completely. I don't know what to say about this section right here. I think a lot of us have heard this over and over and over and over again. Why was it okay to have an Timber to have an eviction but not Jessica? What do you mean by that, Evelyn? I don't think it was okay for Timber to have an eviction. I'm sure there's a lot of people sympathetic to Timber as there were sympathetic to Jessica Messica. But it depends on what you're getting evicted for. Like some people fight their eviction, other people will not pay on time when they know if they don't pay on time they're gonna get evicted. Come on. I think there's sometimes a difference if somebody, maybe is having a hard time in life and whatnot versus somebody who, yeah, by all means could be having a hard time in life as well. But then if you have the money and you decide not to show up on time, knowing that you've gotten court ordered restrictions on you, that you have to pay your rent on time, which means you can't be a day late, you can't be a couple hours late, you can't be an hour late, you can't even be a minute late, else you're out, then you know what you need to do. You can't just say, oh, because it was a holiday and this and that, then you're just gonna pay it the following day. No, you have to pay it online. On time, not online, but on time. Maybe you could pay it online, but anyways, you gotta pay it on time is what I'm trying to say. She did not have the money. Who are you talking about? Timberly or Jessica Messica? All right. I never thought Timber was evicted. I thought she couldn't afford a rent increase and moved. Yeah, Timberly, she said she wasn't evicted. She couldn't afford the rent increase, so she was going to move to a place that was cheaper. That's what she said. But now, from what Chef is saying, that is now seemingly a complete lie. She's living in the cheapest place. She doesn't have rent to pay because she doesn't work, so it's geared to income, so her rent is free. So therefore she ain't having no rent increase. So it was all a lie. Yeah, you didn't miss an eviction. All right. Earl was like, why is it okay to have no job but living off other people like Messica is while she's shredding timber about the same? That is true and that is fair. If one person ain't got no job, why you shredding another person who ain't got no job, who is having, rent issues while you're having rent issues at the same time, and you're gonna like drag them like that? Have some sympathy. It's kind of like how in Jessica Messica was shredding S-Jam about his alleged DUI driving, while at the same time she had a DUI, but she was hiding it until I received a certain piece of paper noting that, hey, Jessica Messica had her own DUI as well. So I'm like, that's kind of hypocritical because I would think you would have some sort of sympathy, don't you think? Where if you have a DUI, you know you're gonna have to go to court for that DUI, then why are you dragging somebody else that has a DUI? All right, well, there's a lot of things we gotta talk about here. That is what we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, people. Is there anything else we need to address here? I fish. She also claimed to be previously homeless, but she Timber lied. Timber did tell me she was previously homeless for a couple years with her daughter. I'm not sure if that's true because looking back at everything, I really gotta question everything. Of course, I believed her without any proof. Timberly said that, yeah, she was homeless for a few years. She finally got a place, and that was one of the things where she was coming at me saying, hey, I don't want to be homeless again. It's going to be like 1 to 2 years of being homeless. And it really made me feel bad for her, and I helped her out. Evelyn's like, she did not have to go to court, as in Jessica Messica did not have to go to court. Okay, going to court and not going to court doesn't absolve you from actually drinking wine when you're at the casino and then getting behind a wheel. She did it. She got off with something that didn't go on her record. So good for her. Other people aren't, so lucky. It does go on their record, but she did have a DUI. That's the bottom line. And that's it. All right. I believe nothing she has ever said. Yeah, I'm questioning everything else, Mouse Toes, to be honest with you. All right, people. I guess I'm done. Her world. Everybody else, Rocky, Mouse Toes, Jack T. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And we're gonna do this again. So I'm gonna have to name this something like a Jessica Messica series. But thank you, Sarah Lee. Appreciate you. A fish says, I don't think Timber could be homeless if she couldn't deal with having a home during the storm, That sounds awful, but her 20th situation was still a come up. That's a very good perspective there, a fish, because she was freaking out really bad. Whether it was a play for funds, yeah, it was. But if she's really going to act like that over just power being out, then how are you going to effectively handle homelessness? Or how have you effectively handled homelessness in the past? That actually does make a lot of sense. All right. Thank you so much, people. Again, I appreciate you. And I will be back. So see you guys tomorrow. All right. Take care. Have a good one. And bye bye.